Yes, sir. And we back. What is popping? YouTube family, Facebook, Meta, IG, TikToky, wherever you watching this. This is gonna be the make a clap tutorial. Now, I didn't did this a few times. And I was ready to upload, but I just didn't like it. I guess like the way I had OBS, you couldn't see everything. You feel me? So that was on my part. But let's jump into this. All right, so how to make a clap. And as always, we've been talking about these clap sounds, they come from white noise. All right. Now, if you're not aware, I am KeeSounds, and how can I say, I have this drum synthesis tutorial that I'm going about right now, and I just wanted to bring you guys along. Whoever didn't know about it, that's fine. Welcome, welcome. Subscribe if you want to, and basically, take yourself on a trip to walk through all the rest of the other drum synthesis. So I have everything coming up, effects and how can I say, snares and hi-hats and 808s and all that, and I got free kits and all that good stuff. And you can watch a couple shorts as well. But yeah, I'm KeeSounds, and let's make this clap. So we got white noise right here. All right, and you can hear some inside of it, but basically what it is one of these down here. So let's just do it from scratch. So you're gonna type in white noise in the browser. You're gonna grab one of these. um what I like to do, because I already know what it is, like, well, I'm not utilizing a lot of space, so I'm not gonna need all that. You feel me? So that should be fine. Um, I'm going to copy, consolidate, just so we can see our progress. And with this one, let me just zoom in a little bit. So with this one right here, we're gonna go cut by self, norm normalize, and clip. You can go stretch on the drums as well, is fine. And we're just gonna just close. We're gonna bring up this open knob. All right. So it's still gonna sound pretty rough, but we're just making the shape of a clap basically. All right. Now that sounds like a super weak snare and so much. But you want to continue that's like a hi-hat now. You want to continue to shape this until, how can I say, it's it's to your liking. All right. So we're gonna go. This is the multiple. So basically, I'll explain this. This is like the pitch knob, the pitch shift knob. This is the multiplicator knob. That's why it says MUL, multiplicator. But it says time stretch because it's like whatever. But and then this is the time stretch knob. But this is basically the time knob, the multiplicator knob, and this is the pitch knob. So now we can like make this sample sound like something. All right. Now, I do have, real quick, I do have my own sauce where I'm like, I think a clap is best when you record it yourself. All right. I'll be real with y'all. But I just want to show y'all how to synthesize it. All right. And my best advice on making a clap is to try to make a snare if you know how to make a snare. All right, so we're gonna go up here after you basically utilize the channel settings to, how can I say, like manipulate and shape. We're gonna basically make this on repeat. And I have the multiplicator knob. Just brought that out up a little bit. We're gonna come off the repeat. We're gonna basically, as always, copy, consolidate, and we're gonna bring that down. Excuse me, we're gonna bring that down. Now for this level of the clap, I would suggest that you fit it to tempo, just so when you're like, making a beat, it doesn't like go crazy. You want to like fit it to some type of tempo at some point. But I think doing it early on is well, it's kind of good. I think it has a benefit to it. I can't explain it, but that's just my advice. All right, so basically we're gonna raise the pitch on this. It's nothing crazy. We're just gonna let me see. Let me zoom in. So we're gonna zoom in. We're gonna open this back up, and we're just gonna play it. All right, but we're gonna raise the pitch. I hit 500. See how I cut that and it sounds more like a clap? Dang it, bro. It wasn't letting me click the boost. That's crazy. All right, now you could leave it as it is. And what we're gonna do once again, we're gonna copy and consolidate, just so we could just show our progress. All right. And we always explain at the end of the touch. Basically, it's like, so if you want, you can go back and be like, oh, okay, that's where I did with that clap, and that's how I got this clap. And in certain claps, you're gonna basically want to flip and add sauce, like, you feel me? And you could start drum kits like that, just messing around. All right. Now we're gonna do stereo separation. We basically copy consolidated in the playlist and brought that new clap down. So you don't have to. We already did it like a while ago, but sometimes I just like to overdo it. I hit normalize, I hit boost, clip, all that. All right, nothing crazy. Now, I put it on track one. I did the stereo separation. All right, so it's at 100% merged, I believe. Um, and me, I'm not gonna go one by one. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna show you guys like tuts. I mean not tuts. Presets I have. So I don't have a lot of presets. This is like a EQ for a clap. That's just a parametric EQ. Um, I do have like when you're making a beat, that's where you want your level to be at, and that's like the stuff you could put on. We can do like something like that later at the end. Um, but yeah, snare plug one touch. Let me see. So we're gonna go to the right. Now I mean, so that kind of I put the clap back in the box. So let's go one by one. Linear phase, let's turn that on. All right, so I just tweaked this EQ a little bit. Let me just see. All right, we're at. So I just tweaked this EQ a little bit. It's looking like that. We got this fruity squeeze. And it's a lot. We gotta turn this down. All right, let's just see. Let's just see. This might overdo it. I actually don't think so. And I think this is some tape delay or tape stop. Um, just want to try to like save something. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's a FST. But I'm gonna just put KeeSounds tape stop one preset. All right, so now I have the clap sounding how it sounds right now. So I'm gonna start to record it because I want a certain type of clap. All right, now we can go look at this clap close up. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this clap. I'm gonna bring it outside of Edison. All right, and we're gonna see what else we can do with this clap with the with just the presets and other sauce and processing it. So we went from, just to show you guys, we went from this white noise up here. All right, and then we went to right here, this clap. All right, and that was just, we consolidated, we chopped the white noise and we consolidated that, and we brought that down just to, like, shape it. So we shaped it, and then after we shaped it, because we consolidated the white noise, we shaped it. We wanted to solidify that, so boom, we consolidated it right here, and then we made this one. So here's the differences. All right. And then right here, this is the one we just was working on. Excuse me. We put a preset on that, and now we're down here. So as always, like I was saying, you just want to fit the tempo. So boom, if it fits the tempo, boom, off rip, and then normalize, clip, stretch, and then all right, we have that. Now, here's what you want to do just to make it easier for you. You can basically select at in between. My fault, I went way too far down. You can select in between 1 and 2, and then we could press it. And I'm basically gonna turn off the mic now. I'm gonna process it, and I'm gonna show you guys like what I process with. All right, real quick within this preset. So we're gonna go to 2, stereo separate. All right, and these are all my plugins. Like, now, I mean, you could pause to read. Know what I mean, but like I said, I got the snare tub master. You feel me? So boom, we put it on stereo separate, and that's what it sounds like right now. Okay, just stay with me. We're gonna solo this clipper. All right, leave it like that. Add in this EQ. All right, fruity fast distort. All right. Probably do something like that. All right. Now we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna copy, and we're going to consolidate. All right. We're gonna bring that over. And they already look different. You can see how smaller like one is than the other. Um, you feel me? So it's like we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna consolidate, bring that over. All right, boom. Right click, fit the tempo, normalize, stretch, cut by self. All right. And what we're doing that last parts, the easy parts last. So this is why I'm showing like the screen so you guys could copy, and tweak um what's it called? Presets and stuff like that, and the bus, all that, the clap bus. So basically boom, we have this clap, all right? And like I said before, you want to go to in between 1 and 2 and just select that so it just plays. So it's easier. Now we got the multiplicator. And we can even stretch up here with this knob as well. All right. Um, and if you want, you just kind of come over here, right? We're gonna bring the sampler over here, or is it the audio clip? The audio clip over here. Just show the time knob. We're gonna stretch this a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't even think it was anything. It's like the smallest amount, like 0.01. All right, now look, boom. Now we gonna go into copy, paste, consolidate. We gonna open this up in Edison, and we gonna mess with certain areas of the clap. All right. Now, so just to see what it does, no, just normalize everything. Nothing, right? All right, look. I already see peaks that I want to be like the main peak. All right. So like from right here, probably down. I think it starts right here. It does. Maybe like a little one over, like here. You feel me? We can like, what is it called? Fade it out. All right. Now right here, up. Try to normalize it. It won't. All right. So now you got to pick a point like, okay, what do I want to be the beginning of the clap? What do I want to fade out? Because you're going to have this third part, and this is going to be the middle. You could do this part right here, and this will be like, now I mean, like you got one part, it fades, one part, it fades. But this is longer. This part over here, the first one, it is like the high frequencies or transients are high. There, it's more of them than there is, how can I say, of the lower ones, of like the mid. You feel me? See how it's higher and over here is less. So I basically feel like the higher frequencies is like over here, and then the mid frequencies is like, like right here. And it's not the same amount. So it's like you want to copy that in the next part. All right. So what you would do is, remember, it's like you just need a little bit of a beginning, because we're gonna copy that. You need a little bit of it. You probably need double beginning, double, and a little bit, like, all right. So Pete, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. So if this right here is half point, right? Let's see if that's half. If that's like, if that's the ending of that second part of the clap, right? You're gonna want to normalize here, probably to here. All right. Boom. You normalized it. You probably could do it again, but we're not gonna do all that. All right. Boom. Now you got from here to here, probably, and that's gonna be the second part. Now here down, you gotta fade that out, like here or here. But we're gonna do here. That has to get faded out. You feel me? And we might be able to do a little bit more. And then for this last part, um, all you're gonna do really is try to normalize stuff. So we're gonna look at it once again. That got like a small quiet part, it goes loud. This is goes loud. This is flat and it goes loud. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna normalize this. Maybe I should bring it back up a little bit, just so y'all like, oh, it doesn't look like it's like a certain point. Boom, brought that up. Now those kind of match a little bit, like all three of them, they kind of match. Now we're gonna go from the top to the mid. We could do mid right here. Bring it a little bit back. Boom. All right. You don't want this part to be same length. We're gonna normalize that. And we're actually gonna normalize like all this right here, just so we could fade it out. You feel me? Like you see this right here, you can normalize that right here. All right. Now I'm gonna fade all this out. I'm fading like all this right here, like blow. I'm fading all that. Blow. Blow. All right. And you can go until you're like, okay, I actually want it to be like around here. And then we're working with all this. So we already have the first part. You feel me? We already have the first part, like bow. We already have like a second type of part. You feel me? And remember, we was just making stuff bigger so we could just choose. So you can fade this out. All right. And some of this you don't even need it. But we're gonna see what we can do with it. All right. So even this right here, you can fade this. All right. So we got like three parts. All right. Now, boom. I'm gonna take that. Oh, my fault. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna bring that down here. And it's probably gonna sound crazy, but you just gotta hear it first. All right, you see what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, but that sounds crazy to me. Feel me? So let's multiplicator, pitch, and then you could probably put back in the old clap too. All right. So and that's how you make a clap, y'all. I just wanted to keep it like simple for y'all, and I probably went over like 20 minutes already. We had 30 minutes, yeah. So, but like the last parts of everything was basically like, so you'll go to the mixer, you'll wanna make a beat with this, and I have a mixer state. So this was like the last bit of it, basically. So that's how it will probably sound within a beat that I make, with stuff being cut out and frequencies being like pumped back in. Um, but yeah, like I don't even like that. Um, I like the regular like, and we can still shape it. I could put some plugins on it too. Let me see, let me see, let me see. I don't think I really use a lot of distortion. I'm gonna use like minimal of everything. All right, just so y'all can hear it. And basically that's it. I would literally just like, save this as look for something to put this in as like a folder for like maybe like a new kid or something like that. Cause you just never know how things go. So like, me being me, nah I mean, me being me. You feel me? I can go to my desktop and make a new folder and just put something like this. You feel me? Do something like this. Make another folder. I don't know what that says. Kelp. Not even Clay. Kelp. I don't even know. Anyways, yeah. So clap one. Save that. And does it come with the effects? I'm not sure. So like we could be you could just go like this. Like you could just come off of the repeat thing, whatever, the note thing. You just consolidate that. You and this is what I didn't want to do. I don't like to consolidate stuff and it has like a crazy tail. So yeah, so I don't understand how that happened. But yeah, so if we go back here and we go to 3 and we take all this off and we hear it, that's how it sounded. Then we come back down here. It didn't get consolidated. You see that? So let's turn it back on because it shouldn't have a number. All right, boom. Maybe I didn't consolidate it, like, or maybe I did, but the tail was crazy long like that. All right, what it is, what it is. So we're just gonna go and chop. Don't make it too close and don't make it too long because I feel like it's just annoying. And I just want to see if it does it again. So okay, now we good with that one. So here we go. Now we got the clap, and you see how it's kind of squished, it's distorted, all that. So I would have to, normalize, boost, um, not too much. Let's hear it without it. Let's go back to stretch, resonance, cut, EQ. Let's go boost. All right. We can even fade stereo just to hear it. All right. Maybe that could be a different clap. But yeah, like, after this right now, it's basically it's up to you. Um Whatever you would want to do and add, that's up to you. Me, I would honestly go Soundgardizer. Cause Soundgardizer is like OTT by Zephyr or whatever the company name is called. This is like an alternative though. You feel me? So we can go to detached. And I already know people be like, Soundgardizer, are you serious? Like, yeah, I'm dead serious. You could use it to just process, bro. These presets are from Maximus. All right, so and then I would want to go how can I say, because like I said, like when you make a beat, when that person who grabs the kit wants to make a beat, they're gonna do what they want to do. Like, you feel me? So you don't want to force it with any, like, you know what I mean, with any of this stuff. You feel me? That could be another clap right there. All I mean, it ain't. I don't think I recorded it. Right there. And right there, that was like a little, like, I mean, tip. Like, if I didn't address it, I'm gonna take this time to address it. Basically, like, so if you're like, dang, like I thought I was using that Edison, like you wasn't. There's another Edison that you probably have open, and you have to utilize that one. A lot of times, like, we'll be we'll be forgetting that FL will add an Edison as well. So it's like, you gotta remember that. So yeah, now we have this clap as well. We're gonna stretch. All right, so I can save this. Um, and once again, we're gonna go desktop, and I'm gonna look for Sauce Pack 5. I'm gonna look for Sauce Pack 5. Boom. So now we're making variants of a clap. You feel me? Um, Let me see what other type of. So we got this. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So we can go back to that preset, and we can just see what else we can make. So we're gonna turn that on actually, because when it does turn on, it's not what we're trying to process. You feel me? All right, so you can do stuff like that. Remember, we're gonna go to the master, open up that Edison, and we can press record and just press space. Excuse me. We're gonna press record, and we're gonna go to the playlist, and I believe it is this one. Oh, yeah. I was getting a, I was getting a call. My fault. My fault. My fault. So yeah. So and then, like, you can add different type of whatever you want to add. Whatever you want to add. If it's a phaser, whatever. Like, nah, I mean. All right. So we can go back to that master channel, and we can take all that out. I didn't know it was recording like that. So let me see. Let's just hit everything. I guess it started over here. Oh my gosh, it's annoying. All right, so and we can grab this one, like, nah, I mean, we can grab this one, and we can go to the playlist, put this down. We're gonna highlight it. We can go back to Edison. We're gonna go grab one of the last ones, like over here. This one looks like it has a lot of bits crushed. And we're just gonna bring that to the playlist as well. Got that one. So I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna probably save them in reverse so we could just hear them differently in the pack. Because sometimes like a lot of stuff sounds the same, and it's good to change it up, to have like things like separated. So then we're gonna save this one. And we're gonna save this as 4. And now we have it showing. We have KeeSounds Sauce Pack 5 showing inside of the, like, the quick access basically. All right. Now, you save your project, all right? So you could do the date, which is fine. You could do, you know, clap tutorial, whatever it is. But just make sure that, you save everything. I like to save a few times. Like, it's telling me I got like a trial plugin. I'm like, that's fine. Like, we can still utilize the effects to process it. So then we're gonna go to a new project, and then I'm gonna go to um oh, excuse me, I'm gonna go to that folder, and I'm gonna open it in a new window. Now this I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna take these, and we're gonna hear all these and look at them real quick. And I know this is a long video, but I just wanted to like give y'all all the sauce, like, know what I mean? So literally, like, you see how different each clap looks. All right, now look, this is the first clap. All right, and remember, we could have made it sound like a regular clap, so we made that. But that's like a trap clap. You feel me? That's like a trap clap. Bro, listen to this one. You feel me? We might need to normalize this one and boost it. Like, Pete. Let's boost it. Oh, my fault. I'm bugging. I mean, close this. And that's gonna be 3. So we can save. We can just go to 3 and we can just save it. So it'll it'll be fine when we go, and when we install the pack. We got that one. We just, normalized it and boosted it. All right, we could do something with that at a later date. But yeah, we're just gonna boost that a little bit and save that. That's gonna be clap number 4. Um, and like I said, we got this one. You probably don't need no effects on that because we put so much. You feel me? Let's stretch it. Face stereo. All right. I might say let's save that. Let's just save that for the tut. Sake of the tut. And then we're gonna go to clap 2. We're gonna boost that. We're gonna stretch. Let's boost a little bit. There we go. There we go. Put out. Oh, I think we already did this. What was the 3? All right, so that's clap 2. And that's it. So now we just, like, we made some claps, we sauced them up, and we replaced them. And my favorite thing to do is how can I say, like, I don't gotta save this. I could just get out of here. Know what I mean? That's what I love. But yeah, so we fixed some claps, we made some claps, and that's how you can make some claps, y'all, for free. Like, I didn't really use anything that was like not a stock plugin. Trying to tell y'all, man. Excuse me. So KeeSounds drum synthesis. This is how you make a clap. All right. And remember, like I'm showing y'all, because this is how I basically made Sauce Pack 4 and before and after. So free kits link in the bio. And just letting y'all know, watch the rest of the other videos. We got more on the way. Yes, sir. KeeSounds.